So as the markets are daring to breathe again just after Trump's latest climb down on tariffs, specifically exemptions for smartphones, computers and semiconductors, he did what only Trump can do. He blew up his own concession. He announced in a style somewhere between hostage video and late night commercial that these exemptions aren't really exemptions, they're just new special tariffs, and we'll return to more exacting demands very soon. They rained down on the items he'd just spared. Then, to add an extra twist, his commercial sidekick, Howard Lutnick, who sounds like a minor Dickensian villain, announced new duties were coming within 2 months. Tariffs with blackjack and prostitutes, no less. In most YouTube videos, people start pause to unpack, or they do a deep dive or a delve in. And if we do something like that, where are we going? We're confirming that Trump is more afraid of appearing weak than of sparking a 1930s-style economic depression, because image matters more than inflation, even if Americans end up paying £2,000 for a toaster made from freedom and tears and fees. Have you come across Randy Rainbow? Randy Rainbow has just dropped another song about fees, don't make me pay. If you want to act like a douchebag, don't do it on our dimes. If you wanna gamble, go find a casino like the ones you bankrupted 12 times. But please, don't impose the fees. It's a brilliant understanding of Trump's psyche, I think, because there is madness there, and this is a man who is playing in a casino, and we are all the strange machines and the people doling out cards, or being deceived. There is no plan. It's just rolling the dice. There's no plan at all, none. And anyone still claiming this is 4D chess, or that there's some sort of, I've got a system, they're deceiving themselves. They would have to explain why exemptions were issued, then denied, with special tariffs floated by as if an afterthought or as if something that won't flush. Why the 2-month wait? Because they haven't got the foggiest notion, these people in the White House, what they're doing. The original global tariff strategy was scribbled on the back of a golf scorecard, not even an envelope, because Trump doesn't really know how to write a letter. And now it's being reversed engineered in real time to minimize political embarrassment, not to avoid economic harm, because the exemptions prove they're scared. They're scared of inflation on tech products, because nobody in MAGA hats minds if champagne gets pricier. Everyone panics if an iPhone jumps by 30%. Never mind that this logic leaves essential goods exposed to price rises while protecting luxuries. This is not industrial policy. This is industrial panic. And as for the champagne, well, Trump's a teetotaler. Now, the supposed justification, national security, Lutnick has claimed these tariffs are necessary to bring tech and chip production home. On paper, this is not insane. On paper, it makes some sense. In fact, after Russia's invasion of Ukraine, many in Europe realized that dependency on authoritarian regimes for essential goods is a bad idea. So yes, semiconductors are a strategic resource, but three big problems. First, domestic production is expensive, and that's why companies manufacture in Asia. And Trump exempted these tech goods because he knew slapping tariffs on them would cause immediate inflation. Please. If you bring the supply chain home, the same cost pressures return, only without the option to remove the tariff. Secondly, Trump has gutted the very institutions required to build a high-tech economy. He's attacked research funding, he's demonized academics, he's presided over a judiciary that now permits deporting people for peacefully disagreeing with US foreign policy. That's not a climate where innovation flourishes. That's not Silicon Valley, that's North Korea with broadband. And thirdly, and this is the elephant in the semiconductor factory, the raw materials. You can relocate production, but you can't magic up rare earth metals. That's why he needs the minerals from Ukraine. China controls roughly 80% of the global supply of these minerals. Unless the US has discovered a lithium mine in Trump Tower, this national security strategy is a fantasy. It's strategy or it's strategic autonomy built on fairy dust. And some in MAGA would imagine Ukraine's mineral wealth can fill the gap if the war zone isn't there. Any future extraction projects would take years and could be disrupted by the very global instability that Trump is helping to fuel. The truth is, if semiconductors are a security concern, and they are, the best strategy would have been global leadership. Instead of alienating allies and toying with Taiwan tensions, America could have shored up international partnerships and built economic resilience. But that would require diplomacy, not chaos masquerading as strength. So what's really going on? This is Trump trying to square the circle. He needs to backtrack on tariffs to avoid inflation and recession, but he can't admit that he was wrong. So he exempts products quietly, then walks back the exemptions loudly, then threatens to slap special tariffs to save face. It's exactly like Brexit. No plan, just a need to keep the party faithful happy and figure out the consequences later. This is pandering to the base. We all know he's got a base, and it is base. It's as base as the base that propelled UKIP and Reform UK forward into promoting that Brexit nonsense. The result is an ungovernable policy mess and a deeply anxious business community at home and abroad. And meanwhile, the UK, Britain, has quietly suspended tariffs on goods we don't produce in order to help our businesses and cushion them from the Trump-shaped economic tornado heading our way. And that's what actual policy looks like. Not quite as exciting, but far more useful. Trump, by contrast, is swinging his tariff sledgehammer around like a toddler with a toy mallet. Every hit lands on something American. American firms, American workers, American investors. Make America great again. Markets respond accordingly by losing confidence in America. As stocks fall, companies shrink. When companies shrink, they hire less, and so on. When you have to scream from the rooftops, America, make America great, America this, America that, you suddenly realize America's desperate. And that's how it appears. And that's how it translates. And that's how it is. America is desperate. And Trump's art of the deal, he needs to go to write another book and be a little bit more honest. The art of the mistake. The rest of us, we have less than 3 months to prepare for another round of industrial vandalism disguised as economic patriotism.